In this video, I want to introduce you to Google Gemini, which is Google's AI chatbot available to use completely free. It was launched as a direct competitor to ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot. To access it, simply go to gemini.com, sign in, and use your Google email to log in to your account. In this video, I'll go over the useful features of Google Gemini and share some prompting techniques to help you get the most out of it for daily tasks. Once you're inside Gemini, the first thing you'll notice is the option to choose between two versions, Gemini and Gemini Advanced. This video focuses on the standard Gemini, but Gemini Advanced is also available and requires a paid subscription. The free version is powered by Gemini Pro, which you won't see labeled on the interface, but serves as the engine behind the chatbot. Gemini Advanced uses Gemini Ultra, their most capable AI model, which offers improved responses and extra functionality. However, the free version is robust enough to meet most users' needs. You might also come across the name Google Bard. That was the original name before it was rebranded to Gemini, so you won't hear the term Bard anymore. There are two main ways to use Gemini. On the left side menu, you'll find a settings option where you can choose your theme and copy your public link. On the left panel, you'll also find your recent conversations, which you can revisit and continue at any time. Clicking New Chat starts a blank session, and from there, you can explore different prompting options and more advanced capabilities. One of the first use cases I want to show you is writing. Gemini is great for researching and drafting content like blog posts. Here's an example prompt. I'm writing a blog post about topic. Find and summarize 3 to 5 relevant and credible sources on this topic. Based on your findings, create a detailed outline for the blog post structure. Include sections for the introduction, key points, supporting arguments, and conclusion. Rather than generating the entire post in one go, this method builds the content step by step, which is a more advanced and effective prompting technique. After entering a prompt, Gemini provides a response. Pay attention to the format. It usually includes sources pulled from various websites. Clicking the links takes you to the actual sources, making it great for research-based writing. The quality of the response depends heavily on the clarity of your prompt, and this skill of crafting effective prompts is known as prompt engineering. You can also revise your prompts if the initial answer isn't satisfactory. Gemini will regenerate a new answer based on your edits. You can also listen to the response out loud using the voice playback feature, which offers a clear, pleasant voice narration. Another option at the bottom of the interface allows you to rate the response. While optional, this helps train the AI over time. Alternatively, you can follow up with text prompts like "Make it simpler" to refine the answer even more. Sharing is also built in. You can generate a public link to share the prompt and response or share the entire chat thread. There are also options to export responses directly to Google Docs or use them to draft an email in Gmail. To export to Docs, just click the relevant icon. It will open Google Docs with your generated content ready to edit or share. Another useful tool is the double-check response button. This helps address a common issue with AI models called hallucination, where they generate inaccurate or made-up information. Clicking the button prompts Gemini to run a quick fact-check, comparing the response with web data. This feature is especially handy when using Gemini for research or factual content. Let's say you want to move from outline to drafting the full blog post. You can ask Gemini to write it based on the structure it already created. It's best not to copy and paste the result directly. Instead, treat it as a writing assistant. Get the outline, then expand on each section with your own voice. This method helps your content stand out rather than blend in with generic AI-generated text. Now, let's explore how Gemini can help with writing emails and exporting them to Gmail. Here's an example prompt. Write an email to a potential client about product or service. Briefly explain the benefits and end with a call to action. You can personalize these prompts with your own placeholders. Gemini will generate a full email draft, including a subject line and message body. If the email seems too long, you can click to shorten it. The draft can be customized, reviewed, and quickly sent from within your Gmail account. To send the email, click Draft in Gmail. This opens a new Gmail window with the draft already inserted. You may need to adjust the subject line and fill in any placeholders before sending it. This is a great time-saving feature that still lets you personalize the message before hitting send. Since we're on the topic of email, there's also a powerful setting called Extensions. Currently, there are 5 available, including Google Workspace. When enabled, this extension lets Gemini access your Gmail, Google Docs, and Google Drive. It can summarize emails, find files, and help you quickly respond to tasks. For instance, typing, "Did I get any emails this week?" prompts Gemini to scan your inbox, retrieve recent emails, and provide a summary. It's a great way to quickly review everything across your Google account. Lastly, you can use Gemini as a research assistant. Let's say you're preparing a report on a specific industry. A prompt like "Find and summarize recent industry reports or articles focusing on key trends, growth, challenges, and opportunities" will provide a detailed breakdown. For example, using generative AI as the topic will return a comprehensive report, including market size, key trends, growth potential, challenges, and a conclusion. You can also use the microphone icon to speak your prompts instead of typing. This gives you an in-depth way to use Gemini not just as a chatbot, but as a powerful tool for writing, research, and productivity across your Google ecosystem. All the options are available, or if you want to follow up with a text prompt, you can ask it to tell you more about the growth opportunity here. You could have a back-and-forth conversation, and as of now, there is no limit on how much you can use this. Gemini is free, and there's no restriction on usage, so you can continue the conversation as long as you want until you get a really refined research result with the answers. Next, let's explore another functionality Gemini offers. Beyond just writing, it can actually detect images. It has vision capabilities built in. Google was one of the first companies to build this kind of AI a long time ago into their phones and Google Photos. For example, you can upload an image and simply ask, "What is this?" to see what kind of information it provides. At the moment, it has some difficulty detecting people. If you upload a picture that includes a person, it may return an error message. In one example, the image was of cows standing in a grassy field. It will give all the information in the image, like 3 Holstein Friesian cows standing in a grassy field under a blue sky with some clouds. Then, using a more complex image with a wide variety of foods, the results varied. It got some of it right when asked to list everything, but only identified a few items. In different drafts, some listed more items, others less. Sometimes it works well, sometimes it doesn't. It was able to detect 3 Holstein Friesian cows, but wasn't able to detect everything. This highlights some of the limitations. You also get Google Lens integrated. By clicking on the image, Gemini can search the web for that image. In this case, it was sourced from a website called Shutterstock, a stock photo library. Gemini found multiple websites using that same image. This integration is especially helpful if you already use many of Google's tools. Google Lens has been around for quite a while now. Another way to use Gemini is through a prompt that helps with grammar, spelling, and proofreading. All you have to do is say that you've completed your blog post, article, or paper, then specify the topic. Ask it to proofread the entire post for grammar errors, typos, awkward phrasing, and suggest stylistic changes to improve tone and voice. Then simply paste in whatever you've written. In the settings under Extensions, you can also use Gemini as a travel advisor. Several of the currently available extensions are related to travel or driving, like maps, hotels, and flights. If all these are enabled, you can go into a new chat and start with a simple prompt like, "Help me create a travel plan including flight and hotel to Las Vegas for next week." If it's a driving plan, it also integrates with Google Maps. For flights, Gemini pulls up options using Google Flights and provides specific plans. When you scroll through the results, all the flights are listed with actual airlines. Clicking on any of them takes you directly to the airline's website to book. The same applies to hotels. If, for example, you choose to stay at MGM, clicking it will take you directly to the website for checkout or more information. Another extremely powerful extension is the YouTube extension. This tool can find and summarize videos and even analyze the visual content. It's not limited to just reading video transcripts. It can also see what's in the video. One example was finding a YouTube video about caring for a specific plant. Gemini wrote the prompt automatically based on the plant name provided. The extension pulled up a list of relevant videos. You can then prompt Gemini to summarize a specific video. The summary appears as quick, digestible text. You can follow up with more questions, export the result to Google Docs or Sheets, or share the text. This YouTube extension is one of the most useful features for quickly understanding content. While Gemini is good for basic tasks, I've found Poppy AI to be significantly more powerful for professional work. It combines multiple premium AI models, including GPT-4 and Claude, for superior results. Check out my full Poppy AI tutorial on this channel where I show exactly how to use it as a complete beginner.